Hey guys, we are still not in the basement. So this is part 2 of this little crazy climber ROM mystery thing. And if you guys watched the first video of the crazy climber when we got it and we played it for the first time, my board had some glitches on it. And one of my viewers said that he had the same issue and it was EEPROM number 6. So in the last video I just did, we pulled out EEPROM number 6 and we verified it in my EMP10 here, and it did not match MAME's ROM number 6. So I said, hey, that ROM must be bad. So I burnt a new EEPROM number 6, we put it in the board, and it was all glitched out, okay? Now James Brindle said, hey, are you sure you should be using 2732 EEPROMs? Well, the reason I chose 2732 for the EEPROM was, if you look on the board here, all these EEPROMs here, numbers 7 through 13, are labeled 2732, okay? Now, the EEPROMs on the video board, which is this board right here, is numbered 1 through 6. And by the way, I removed 1, 5, and 6. They're over there. None of these have any kind of manufacturer markings or model numbers, so I just assumed that these were 2732s, just like the ones on the top board. But if you go over here to this website, and this is edgeemo.emo.net, it says here that basically all of the EEPROMs on the the CPU board should be 2716s, okay? And all the EEPROMs on the video board are 2532s. So I did use the wrong EEPROM type, okay? I used a 2732, I should use the 2532, okay? So, and by the way, my board has 2732s on the CPU board. This says it should be 2716s. 2732s are compatible, backwards compatible with 2716s, but not vice versa. Meaning you could use a 2732 to replace a 2716 because it has more capacity and the same pinout, but you cannot use a 2716 to replace a 2732 because it's a smaller EEPROM, not as much storage. Anyway, so I said fine, let's use 2532s. And also I was wondering, when I read this chip, I was reading it with the settings for 2732. So I went in here to change my settings on my Needham's burner software to 2532. And by the way, if I go to select device here, there's no generic setting for 2532. So it wants me to pick a specific manufacturer, which is a problem for me because this has no markings. I don't know what manufacturer made this chip. So I just kind of tried Motorola, I tried Fujitsu, it doesn't matter. Whatever one I try, if I read this EEPROM into the buffer and then compare it to the MAME ROMs, it doesn't match every single time. Meaning, my EEPROMs, the ones on the video board, don't match what's in MAME. And so far I've tested 5, 6, and right now I have EEPROM number 1. So let's read EEPROM number 1 into the buffer. I haven't tested this one yet. So I'm just going to pick, but the thing is though, I can't choose a generic 2532. I have to pick a specific manufacturer, so I'm choosing Motorola. Now I don't know if the Motorola settings jive with this, so I don't know if I'm actually getting a good read. Because when you pick a device by manufacturer, it has very specific voltage settings and all that. So, alright, so I picked the Motorola one, okay? So if I come here and press V, so right now we have Crazy Climber 01, right? That's the ROM we're going to compare it to. And then, so I'm going to load this from disk. Oh shoot, hang on. Press 8. Okay, we're going to load. Okay, so we just loaded 01 into buffer. So now I want to see verify the device equals buffer. So we're comparing the buffer to the device that's in there right now. See, I get a program verify error. So every one of these video ROMs I've tested, 1, 5, and 6, do not match what's in MAME. And by the way, Clive sent me another Crazy Climber ROM set, and I'm using that. Actually, I'm not right now. So let's use Clive's ROM set, which I think is from so let me come here. It's 0.139 or something. So let's load up that load file from disk. So this is another ROM set we're comparing it to. So verified device equals buffer. So no, it doesn't. So none of my video ROMs match MAME. So I don't know what to do right now. And by the way, I dumped. I read the EPROMs into memory, then saved them to disk, and then I went on to Ramadent here. Okay, so here's Ramadent, and I think this was EPROM number 6. So here's the CRC, CRC32, the Fluke Sig, the checksum. But anyway, there's no match here. Nothing comes up. So it doesn't match anything in the MAME database. Now I did read EPROM number 11, which is the 2732 on the CPU board, and that comes up as being Crazy Climber US on Ramadent. So it recognized EPROM number 11, but none of the ones on the video board seem to be recognized at all. And I don't know right now if that's because I'm choosing the wrong device when I read, or what. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm just for the heck of it, I'm going to burn a new EPROM number 6 using a 2532. Is this all making sense, by the way? And because I don't know if I'm getting a corrupted read because I can't select the proper device. That's what I don't know. So anyway, let me get a 2532, and we're going to burn EPROM number 6 for the heck of it and try it out. Because again, one of my viewers said, hey, I had the same glitches, it was EPROM number 6. So let me get a 2532, a blank one, and we'll burn that. Okay, so I put a 2532 in here. It's a Texas Instruments, and I selected a device. I say manufacturer TI, device 2532. Our file name is CC01. Right now I'm going to load file from disk. Okay, press 8. So that's now in the buffer, and now I'm going to say program with selected algorithm. So now we're going to go ahead and program the 2532. So it's programming the device. I'm going to pause this right here and we'll come back. It's going to take probably a couple minutes, so we'll let this go and we'll come back. Okay, so it says device successfully programmed. Press any key. Now I can go ahead and verify it again, right? So I go to 3 verified device equals buffer, and so yes, so that was a successful burn there. So, again, verified again. So I verified it 3 times. So my 2532 is equal to this file right here, CC01, which is in the buffer. Ah, shit. I burnt the wrong one. I was supposed to burn 6. Hang on. The one we're looking at is 6, not 1. I just burnt EPROM number 1. All right, hang on. I'm going to burn 6 now. Okay, so right now it's burning 06. So we're going to let it go, and then we'll come back. And by the way, I was just reading here that the read voltages are typically always 5 volts. So something tells me, and usually it's the program voltage that varies by manufacturer. So when you're reading an EPROM, it's almost always 5 volts. So I'm thinking that my reads were okay, and that this set just is not in MAME. And I probably should dump it and share it with you guys, and we can kind of figure out what's going on here. But for now, let's see what happens if we use this EPROM number 6. Okay, so it successfully programmed that. And we can go ahead and verify it again by pressing 3. And it's verified. And that, again, is 6. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the board, and then we'll go to the garage and try this out. And if this doesn't work, then I just have to concede here that I have a different weird set of ROMs, and I'll probably dump it and share it with you guys. And I'll put a link in the description. I'll dump the whole set. Alright, so we have 6 on there right now. And yes, you should put a sticker over here to cover the window so you can't accidentally erase it. Alright, I just plugged the game in, the board is in. And yeah, we should be working on the Mortal Kombat right now. It's about 12:30 on Sunday, and I'm screwing around with this. Okay, so the graphics are not messed up. It likes that 6. It's okay with it. Interesting. So, let's see if the graphics are glitched out, though. I'm going to have a hard time getting to the Condor with one hand, though. I don't have a tripod for this. I'm waiting to see what the Crazy Climber logo looks like when it gets to that part of the attract. Isn't that weird, that weird pulsing that this camera... I mean, I'm using my cell phone right now, so I think the refresh is not as good as my good camera. Those like weird circle things. Anyway, let's wait for this to get to the attract with the logo to see if the Crazy Climber logo is messed up. Just let it go here. Come on, die. Okay, so now hopefully it goes to the... Come on! Well, I guess we could start it, and if the building graphics... Yeah, see? It should say Nichibutsu right there. I'm going to pause this to try to get to the Condor. Alright, well I failed, but you can see that this is still messed up here. Alright, I'm going to start a game again. I'm going to try to get to the Condor, and I'll come back. Alright, here's the Condor. When he comes back left is when he's messed up. Yeah, he's still messed up. So I still have a problem. So I don't know if it's one of those EEPROMs 1 through 6. I wonder if I should burn all of those. Let me think about this. Still messed up though. Alright, we're back in the living room. So right now in the basement, I have some 2532s that are erasing under UV light. We'll go down there in a second. But while it was doing that, I decided to dump all the ROMs. All 13 of them. I basically put them in my device, okay? I said, read device into buffer, and then I said, save file to disk. And I did that for all 13, all 6 on the CPU board, and then the 7, I'm sorry, these are the 6 on the video board, and then these are the ones on the CPU board. So I dumped all 13 of them, and then what I did is I took them, and I just ran all of them through ROMADET. And by the way, I'm going to post a link to the zip file of my ROMs, and you guys could play around with them. Maybe we could figure this out. So ROM number 13 verified as being part of the US set. ROM number 12 verified. ROM number 11 verified. ROM number 10 did not. And this is, of course, assuming that I actually did a good dump, right? But ROM number 10 did not. ROM number 9 did not. Oh, no, 9 verified. 8 verified. 7 did not verify. 6 did not verify. 5 did not verify. 4 did not verify. 3 did not verify, 2 did not verify, and 1 did not verify. So you can see that most of the ROMs on this board are not verifying, again, assuming my dumps were good, are not verifying with the MAME set. So I don't know what to make of it. But I'm going to leave a link to the dump below, and you guys could play around with it. Maybe we could figure out what's going on here. And you should be able to take those ROMs, actually, and put them into MAME and run the game just as I did. So anyway, alright, let's go to the basement and see what's going on with the EEPROM eraser. Alright, so this is my EEPROM eraser. It has a timer and a button, and basically there's a UV light in here. You guys can see that right there, right? So it's done. I think I had it on there for about 15 minutes. So let's pull these out, and these are 2532s. And I just have a box full of just old EEPROMs. I buy them on eBay. Who knows? Some of these came from boards. I don't really know. But let's go back upstairs, and we're going to burn the last 4. I can't find my label maker, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and burn the rest of these ROMs. And again, I can't find my label maker, so I'm just going to basically put them in the board as I burn them to keep track of them. And by the way, I tried running Crazy Climber on this OpenEMU for the Mac, and it won't even run it. So that's the version I dumped, and it's not running it. So anyway, don't know what to make of it. I'm pretty sure I dumped the ROMs correctly, so not sure. Again, I'll have a link below. So I'm going to go ahead and burn these ROMs, and then we'll go to the garage and try this out with 6 new video ROMs and see if it works. Alright, I'm still burning the ROMs here. I got the last one. And so right now on the board, I've got all of them but one, number 5. And the one thing I want to point out too is that, you know, I was looking at this, this right here is the Crazy Climber Spanish bootleg. This is where I got my information that it's a 2716 and a 2532. Now this is a bootleg though, but if you look at the MAME source though, it also says the same thing. So this is on GitHub. These are the MAME drivers for Crazy Climber, the US version, and it says here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all 2532s. But what's also interesting is that it says that 6 and 7 are also 2532s. If you look at my board, that's not the case at all. So I don't know what's going on here. But clearly the 2532 worked because we tested it already. But it says 7 should be a 2532, and my 7 is a 2732. So I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here. So anyway, we're going to keep going here. This is the last EEPROM. We're going to put it in the board. We'll go test it. And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I don't know. I got to move on. It's almost 2 o'clock. I want to get working on the Mortal Kombat a little bit. So, alright, I'll be back. Alright, I burned all the ROMs for the video board. So none of them are labeled, but whatever. Let's go to the garage and try this out. Woot! Alright, I just plugged the board in and plugged it in. Let's go to the front here and see what's going on. Okay, game still looks fine. So our 6 EEPROMs, I think, were a success. So let's coin up. Still messed up. Still messed up.
Go for it!
Alright, I'm going to play here and get to the Condor. Alright, Condor's here. He's going to turn, and he's all glitched out still. Okay. Well, the issue is not with my video ROMs, because we replaced all 6 and we're getting the same thing. So I don't know. This is all glitched still too. Alright, I'm stopping right here. And I'll leave my ROMs below. You guys can play with them. Maybe there's an issue with the CPU ROMs. I had 1 ROM or 2 ROMs in the CPU board that didn't verify right. I wonder if I should burn those. I don't know. I gotta move on. Maybe we'll revisit this soon. Should I just go ahead and burn the CPU ROMs now too? I don't know. I'm stopping though. I gotta work on other stuff today. So, just a whatever bonus video. Go ahead and play with the ROMs. The link's below. Bye.